The Ferrari pit wall is about to earn its paycheck in Antassis. This should be glorious. It's lights out and away we go. A torrent of carbon fibre and shattered ego screaming into turn one. Verstappen holds the lead, but Norris is clamped to his gearbox, an orange shadow refusing to be shaken. They're all through cleanly for now. The politeness has a shelf life of about 30 seconds in this sport. And there it is. The first knife is unsheathed in the Ferrari Civil War. Hamilton gets a blistering start and simply bullies his way past a stunned Charles Leclerc. No invitation, no apology, just a brutal declaration of intent. Welcome to the team, Charles. Hope you like playing second fiddle. Oh, that's just rude. Pierre Gasly, desperate to be noticed in that midfield tractor of an Alpine, just mugged the rookie Oliver Bearman for 8th place. A classic cynical move into turn 4, leaving the youngster wondering what just happened. That's the welcome to F1 moment for Bearman. A harsh lesson that reputation means nothing out here. For Gasly, it's a tiny gasp of oxygen in a drowning season, a reminder that he can still throw an elbow. Bearman just learned that the Piranha Club doesn't wait for you to find your feet.
Okay, Lewis, good start. Leclerc is right behind. The car looks stable. Let's settle in.
Settling, I'm not here to settle, I'm faster than him. What's the plan to get past the cars ahead one? Don't just leave me stuck behind him. Let's be proactive for once.
And Leclerc is absolutely seething. He's glued to the back of Hamilton's Ferrari, DRS flapping in fury. He is not about to let the new guy dictate terms at his team. The air between them is thick with resentment. Leclerc attacks. Denied, Hamilton slams the door so hard Leclerc probably felt the draft. A masterclass in defensive cynicism, leaving Charles with absolutely nowhere to go. That wasn't a defense, that was a statement. Up front, the lead changes hands. Lando Norris sails past Max Verstappen, and the McLaren B team gets in on the action. Oscar Piastri, the silent assassin, glides past Kimi Antonelli for fourth. While Norris plays the showman, Piastri just racks up the kills. He's the smiling shark in Lando's pool, and he's getting bigger with every race. Antonelli, the Mercedes wonder kid, gets a harsh lesson in what happens when you show a predator a moment of weakness. The pressure on him is immense, and Piastri just turned the screw.
This car is a joke, an absolute pig. It's sliding everywhere. I've got no rear end. What have you done to it? I can't drive this thing. Find me some grip. I'm not a magician. This is unbelievable.
And an enraged Verstappen bites back. He uses DRS and sheer horsepower to reclaim the lead from Norris. The fight for P4 is a brawl. Antonelli gets his own back on Piastri. Great stuff from the kid. But the real war is in the Ferrari garage. Leclerc makes a move stick on Hamilton. A properly aggressive pass to restore order. Unbelievable. Hamilton retakes the position instantly. The switchback. This isn't racing, it's a very public and very expensive art. Leclerc takes it back again. This is mesmerisingly self-destructive. The Ferrari pit wall must be hiding under their desks. And they've got a 5-alarm fire on their hands, and they've shown up with a water pistol. These two are going to end up in the wall, destroying millions in equipment and team morale, all for the honour of being sixth. It's beautifully chaotic.
Good pace, George. You're holding station. Kimi is just behind you.
Responsibility so fine. Listen to me. Tell Kimi to stop this pointless fight with Piastri. He needs to think about the team and be my rear gunner. Is he capable of that? I'm managing my fronts. Sort of responsibility. He needs to manage his ambition. We can score big points if he just plays the game.
Position. Okay, then you're the next car. Leclerc.
The lead changes again. Lando Norris, you beauty! He's back in P1. Further back, Carlos Sainz lands a blow for the recently fired, sailing past Fernando Alonso for P10. You know that one hurt Fernando's pride, being passed by the man who inherited your dream seat. Ouch. Sainz is on a revenge tour against the entire grid, and Alonso was just the latest victim. Right now, raw ambition is trumping legendary status. After a truly unhinged opening stanza, it's Norris leading Verstappen in a private duel for the lead. Russell and Antonelli are trying to play the good Mercedes teammates, a concept utterly alien to the cars behind them. Piastri is lurking, and then there's the rolling psychodrama Leclerc and Hamilton locked in a bitter struggle for P6. This is shaping up to be an all-timer.
Charles, we need to manage the tires. This fighting is costing a lot of time to the leaders. We are checking
oh, checking. Are we writing a book of thing of checking, or are we racing? The plan is to go forwards. He's holding me up. Do something. This is a joke. Andiamo.
While the Ferraris are having their meltdown, Oscar Piastri strikes again. He slips past Antonelli for P4. Cool, calm, and utterly ruthless. The kid never misses an opportunity. And the lead is a revolving door. Verstappen uses DRS to get back past Norris. This is relentless. That's a statement from Oliver Bearman. The rookie shows he's not just here to make up the numbers, pulling a brilliant move on Pierre Gasly to reclaim P8. He got pushed around earlier, and he's returned the favour with interest. That's the kind of killer instinct Ferrari pays for. Gasly, in that sluggish Alpine, must feel like he's trying to fight a battleship with a canoe. It's the cruel, unforgiving physics of Formula One, and Bearman just demonstrated it perfectly.
Tyre temperatures are okay.
Lando Norris, that is breathtaking. He sends it around the outside of Max Verstappen into turn 4 to snatch the lead back. Max had no answer. He was completely outfoxed. That wasn't just an overtake. That was a public humiliation. Norris is telling the reigning world champion in front of his home crowd, I'm not just faster today, I'm smarter. The McLaren is on rails, and Verstappen, for the first time in an age, looks rattled. The king looks vulnerable.
Okay, Daniel, this bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way fast.
And the old dog bites back. Fernando Alonso schools Carlos Sainz and takes back Pito. In a battle for last place with a television contract, Alex Albon gets past Lance Stroll for P16. It's a long way from the points, but it's a matter of pride. Albon is wrestling that Williams into positions it has no right to be in. Stroll, meanwhile, is being humbled by a backmarker. You have to wonder what the debrief with his father, the man who signs the checks, is going to be like. So, son, how was your day at the office?
Lewis, we are seeing high degradation. We need you to look after the tires. Our race is not with the leaders today. Let's just bring this one home.
It's just brutal at the front. Verstappen, powered by rage and a superior engine, blasts back past Norris on the straight. The DRS is just too powerful. The hope was fun while it lasted. The battle of the billionaires sees Lance Stroll fight back, retaking P16 from Albon. For Stroll, being behind a Williams is a fireable offence, so he had to make that stick. It's a move born of pure desperation and the fear of an awkward family dinner. Albon will be furious. He fought like a lion for that spot, only to be undone by pure horsepower. It's the story of the modern midfield. And Albon's back in front. He just bullies Stroll out of the way. An incredible display of grit from the Williams man, who simply refuses to accept his fate. He's driving with the passion of a man fighting for his career, while Stroll is driving with the urgency of a man trying to find a parking space. As the race catches its breath, Verstappen leads Norris. Russell is third, watching the chaos. Antonelli and Bearman, the rookies, are learning hard lessons, sandwiched between Piastri, Leclerc, and Hamilton, whose feud continues to simmer with the heat of 1,000 suns. And Lando's done it again, a glorious move around the outside of turn 4. He's making Verstappen look absolutely pedestrian. This is magnificent defiance. And there it is, the inevitable black and white flag for Lewis Hamilton. One more toe out of line and it's a penalty. That's the price of admission for the Ferrari civil war. You push so hard to dominate your teammate that you forget about the little things like the white lines. This is the pressure of Maranello in a nutshell, a 7-time champion, rattled into making amateur mistakes.
Lewis, that's a black and white flag for track limits. One more and it's a penalty. You need to stay within the lines.
Give me a car that actually turns and I'll stay on the track. You see how unstable the rear is? Help me fix it instead of just reading me the rule book like I'm a child.
Okay, Max, Norris is not working. Plan B, we're going to be aggressive, pit early for the undercut and force his hand. It's a gamble, but sitting here watching him drive away isn't an option. Get ready to push, we're rolling the dice.
Your left front tyre is running hot. Stay close. See
Oscar Piastri, you sneaky devil, he ghosts past Kimi Antonelli for P4. He just waits and waits, and the moment there's a crack in the armour, he strikes. Antonelli will be seeing that orange car in his nightmares. The Battle of Spain gets spicy again. Carlos Sainz, armed with DRS, blows past Fernando Alonso for P10. This is a deeply personal rivalry now. Sainz, on his "You'll regret firing me too," is taking no prisoners. Alonso, in a car that's about as fast as a shopping trolley on the straights, can do nothing but watch his compatriot disappear up the road. It's a public passing of the torch, and Fernando is being forced to hold it while it burns his hand.
2 is 6 off the pace. That's good consistency, keep it up.
Verstappen is hunting, he's reeled Norris in. The Red Bull's suddenly looking ferocious. The Predator is ready to strike. And there's the kill. Verstappen uses the DRS to devastating effect and storms back into the lead. Norris is a passenger, the home crowd erupts. Order, it seems, has been restored. Oliver Bearman is making a name for himself. He executes a carbon copy overtake on Pierre Gasly for P8, demonstrating that the first one was no fluke. Gasly is just collateral damage in Bearman's audition for a top seat. The young Brit is clinically dismantling the midfield, making a very loud statement that he's ready for bigger things. Gasly must be wondering why he even bothers.
Tyre temps are good.
A twist. Gasly inherits P8 as Bearman dives for the pits, the first of the leaders to blink. Ferrari fires the first shot in the strategy war, sending their rookie out as a sacrificial pawn for the undercut, a brave or perhaps foolish roll of the dice. Now the real game begins. What a response from Kimi Antonelli. After being bullied by Piastri all race, he fights back with a stunning, brave, pilled move around the outside to reclaim P4. He's had a rough day at the office, but he just showed the world he's got guts. That's pure, raw talent. For Piastri, the unflappable Aussie, that will be infuriating. He was outraced by the rookie, and you know he'll be filing that away in his cold, calculating memory bank. As the pit window creaks open, Verstappen leads Norris, their battle paused. The Mercedes boys, Russell and Antonelli, are a solid silver wall in P3 and P4. Piastri is fuming in P5, and behind them, the Ferrari soap opera is about to start its next explosive episode. Leclerc and Hamilton are still circulating, daggers drawn.
Great job, Alex. Pace is strong. Others are pitting. We could try and overcut them by staying out. What's your call on the tyres?
You've just done 9.00.
Hamilton snatches P6 from Leclec, and Norris retakes the lead. Absolute pandemonium as Norris and Verstappen trade blows for the lead. The real poison is being served in the Ferrari camp. Lewis Hamilton, with a penalty hanging over him, launches a kamikaze dive down the inside of Charles Leclerc. It was a move of pure, arrogant brilliance. Leclerc was apoplectic, his hands waving in fury. This has transcended a rivalry. It's a hostile takeover bid. Hamilton is declaring that he is the new king of Maranello, and he will not be asking for permission to take the crown. The Ferrari pit wall has lost control. And Verstappen claws the lead back. The top two are in their own universe, seemingly unaware of the Shakespearean tragedy unfolding behind them. This is what we live for. Leclerc gets him back. A furious, forceful move. He is not going to be pushed around by the new guy in his own house. The gloves are off and they're beating each other with it. I don't believe my eyes. Hamilton takes it back again. A beautiful cutting switch back. They are going to crash. This is no longer about the race. It's a public power struggle. They're prepared to wreck $100 million worth of machinery just to prove a point to the person on the other side of the garage.
What is the plan here? Is there one of you just going to sit there and watch us take a trial because I am faster, make the call, or I will? This is a joke.
Lewis, you must hold station. Hold station. Do not risk a penalty. Charles is on the same strategy. We are discussing options, but for now, you must hold station.
This fucker's trying to distract you. Don't play it.
While Ferrari self-immolates, Lando Norris retakes the lead, a sensational physics-defying move around the outside of Verstappen. He is making the world champion look like a rookie. This isn't just a drive, it's an assassination of Max's aura of invincibility, and he's doing it on Red Bull's home turf. Spanish civil war rages on. Carlos Sainz muscles past Fernando Alonso for P9. Alonso defends like a lion, but Sainz is a man possessed, driving with the fury of the recently unemployed. This race is a masterpiece of chaos. Norris leads Verstappen in a stunning duel. Russell watches from a safe distance. Antonelli and Piastri are locked in a battle of youth versus ice. And then there's Ferrari, where Hamilton is currently winning a very public and very messy divorce from his teammate Charles Leclerc. Behind them, Sainz and Alonso are fighting over the scraps of Spanish pride. You couldn't write this stuff. Wide, clattering over the curbs, and Leclerc needs no second invitation. He sweeps back into P6. The pressure of that penalty warning, combined with the pressure of his own ego, has cracked the 7-time champion, a costly, clumsy error. Fernando Alonso, the old magician, has one more trick up his sleeve. He pulls a stunning move on Carlos Sainz to reclaim 9th, faking to the inside before sweeping majestically around the outside. A beautiful, brutal lesson in racecraft from the master to the apprentice. Never, ever count him out.
The gap to 6th place in front is now 0.9. Car in front of us is Leclerc.
Oscar Antonelli is vulnerable ahead. Tyres are gone, we need to clear him now before the stops. Push.
Understood the weakness is clear, I'll handle it. Pit crew on standby. I want a flawless stop.
E7.
Esteban Ocon passes Liam Lawson for P11.3. And there it is, inevitable. Oscar Piastri executes the kill, pouncing on the struggling Antonelli for 4th. The Python senses weakness, and then it squeezes. Antonelli fought hard, but Piastri is a different breed of predator. He's cold, he's calculating, and he is now hunting a podium with a chilling sense of purpose. He doesn't celebrate, he just moves on to the next target.
Explain that pit stop to me. Go on, explain how I lost position while standing still. Just even go for espresso halfway through. That is unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable.
Copy Lewis, we are looking into it. The gap to Charles is 3 seconds. He's pulling away. We seem to be losing time to him. Let's focus on the race.
So after the chaos, Verstappen has wrestled back control. Norris is second, his heroics seemingly in vain. Russell is third, with Piastri now ahead of Antonelli. And crucially, Leclerc still leads Hamilton, the Ferrari pit wall, having successfully chosen its favourite son. The rest are just fighting over the crumbs of a very dramatic race. A nice little move for Esteban Ocon, taking P11 from Carlos Sainz. A small moment of joy for the beleaguered Alpine driver. For Sainz, it's another indignity on his farewell tour. Passed by an Alpine, that's like being lapped by the safety car. He's driving like a man who's already mentally packing his bags for his new team.
All right, Daniel, you've got half your fuel left.
Okay, Max, 3 second gap to Norris. Just manage it now. Bring it home.
Okay, I have the gap. I can see the gap. Now please let me drive. I do not need a running commentary on things I can see with my own eyes. Just quiet.
And welcome back. We've fast forwarded to the end game. The race is in its dying laps, a tense quiet before the final storm. The order at the front is static, but the pressure is building to a catastrophic level. Feuds that have been simmering for 40 laps are about to reach their boiling point. Do not go anywhere.
I'm a sitting duck. Bearman is all over me, and I have absolutely nothing. The car has no traction. It's like you've given me a completely different car to Charles. What do you expect me to do?
We see it, Lewis. Oliver is on the same tires. Try a different diff setting. We need to defend. Just a few more laps to go.
This is incredible. Oliver Bearman, the rookie, is absolutely dismantling the seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. He is all over him, a fearless young predator toying with his prey. Hamilton looks rattled, his car a nervous wreck on the edge. This is a symbolic execution, the new generation rising up to devour the old. Bearman smells blood, and he is going for the kill. Oliver Bearman sails past Lewis Hamilton. The rookie has slain the giant. A huge moment. No, Hamilton retakes the position immediately. A furious, ego-driven, magnificent move born of pure wounded pride. That wasn't an overtake, it was an insult being repaid with interest. He was humiliated, and for a split second, the killer instinct that won him 7 titles roared back to life. Bearman showed his talent, but Hamilton just taught him a brutal lesson in what happens when you poke a sleeping lion. This is glorious. With just laps remaining, Max Verstappen is strolling to victory. Norris and Russell will complete the podium. Piastri is 4th, Antonelli 5th. And Leclerc has won his private war, sitting in P6. But the real spectacle is the fight for 7th. A furious Lewis Hamilton is defending for his life against the relentless Oliver Bearman. This isn't about points anymore. It's about pride, status, and a very public psychodrama. The pressure on Lewis Hamilton is unbearable. 2 laps to go, and Oliver Bearman is living in his mirrors, a constant, nagging reminder of his own vulnerability. Every corner is a test of nerve. This is a waking nightmare for Hamilton. He is in the most famous car on the planet, being made to look ordinary by a rookie in the same machinery. It's a generational shift happening in real time. Bearman knows that passing Hamilton is a career-making moment. Hamilton knows that being passed is a career-defining humiliation. This is pure, uncut human drama at its most vicious.
2 laps left. Window closed on the right side, clear right. He's still there. Right side's clear.
Carnage at the back. Franco Colapinto, in a move of spectacular ambition and zero talent, has just harpooned Lance Stroll off the track at turn 1. Stroll is sent scrambling through the gravel. It was a pathetic, desperate lunge from the Williams driver that will earn him a one-way ticket to the steward's room. For Stroll, it's the cherry on top of a truly miserable Sunday afternoon. He's been beaten, bullied, and now taken out. Colapinto, meanwhile, has shown the desperation of the back of the grid, where you'll trade a 10-second penalty for 30 seconds of television time.
Position, don't let him through. Okay, Daniel, pit window is closed. Last lap. That lap was at 1:10.04. Right side.
He's got him on the final lap. Oliver Bearman dives down the inside of Hamilton. The rookie has done it. And across the line, Max Verstappen wins the Austrian Grand Prix. But who cares? Look at this. Hamilton throws his car around the outside of Bearman in the very last corner. They're wheel to the line. Hamilton just snatches P7 back. A final defiant roar from a wounded champion. What a spectacular end to their personal war.
Unbelievable that I even had to do that, just unbelievable.
It's confirmed Hamilton holds on to P7 by a coat of paint, a brutal ego-saving move. Bearman, the hero for a moment, is demoted back to P8. He will be absolutely heartbroken.
The worst feeling car I ever had, and it truly was. Don't even start with the congratulations. That was an embarrassment from start to finish. The strategy was a catastrophe. The car was a dog, and I had to fight a rookie tooth and nail for 7th place. If this is our stand, we have a very, very big problem. Give me the head of strategy on the radio now.